Okay, so you're on to step 3 or part 3 of setting up your class meeting tool. This is where we're going to create your first question. That is what you'll ask when your pupils go on to use your first class meeting. So to do this, we need to scroll back up the page again and follow the link through to your class meeting tool and its admin panel. And then what we're going to do is take you through the instructions one by one how to set up your first question. Now it's up to you. We asked you to consider what your first question should be. For this example, I'm going to use the ones that we advise or in the guidance that we give. So the first question I'm going to ask is how should we make sure that each class remembers to do their class meetings? With some interesting spelling. Here we go. So that's my question sorted. What we need to make sure we have then next are the options. These are the options that students are going to discuss and debate in their groups whilst the meeting is happening. There you can have up to 5 of these, although they don't need to have 5 on every occasion. For the example question, I think we're going to have just one or maybe 1 or 3. So the first one, click add, enter the name for it. One of the options for remembering to do our class meetings could be that we send a note in the morning register. Now at this point, if you want images to appear in the front end, which will be the end that the pupils see, you can choose File here and go into your desktop to find any appropriate images. I'm not going to do that now, but it's just useful for you to know that. When we're happy with that option, I'm just going to click Save so that it's remembered, and then I'm going to go on to my next option after that. One of the benefits of saving it each time is that if you want to then go and amend any of the individual options, you don't need to get rid of all of them in one go. And you can see that the green text at the top tells you that you've done it correctly. So let's have another option. We could be that we're going to produce posters and visual reminders for each class. So that's another one of my options. And again, I'm going to save that. Saving as I go. I'm going to add one more option, and then I think at the end of that, and then I'll show you how you can preview what your class meeting is going to look like, and then remind you of what you need to do with your link when you're ready to go ahead. So last time, option 3, and on this occasion I think we are going to pick a student to remind. Again, straightforward. So save once more. Remember that as you grow into the role in your school of a Smart School Council, it's your comms team, your communications team that are going to be doing this on a regular basis, and all you'll need to do is to approve the question and the options that they've already chosen. But to set you up, this is how we do it. Great, so I've got my 3 options, they're saved. I might want to preview, which will open a new tab in my browser and will take me through to what the class meeting tool will look like. This is what it'll look like for your staff and for your students to discuss. That all looks fine, so we'll come out of that for a second. And then if we're happy with it and we think it's good to go, we'll press accept and OK. And in a moment or two, you should see the green text appear at the top of the admin panel that tells you that you've been successful in setting up your first question. There you go. And in the bottom then you'll have the hyperlink, which will take everybody through to access it. Now you can make a note of that link now, because you'll put it into an email and send it out to all of your staff at the appropriate time. But you don't necessarily have to do that, because there's a way of accessing your live links whenever you've created a new class meeting and a new question, and that can be seen just here. And that's it for this stage.